It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway. Driver, how far did he stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast. A small wooden clock. Nothing of interest. It won't open. Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National Grocery Store.
And I'm busy, so stop your pestering me with questions.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham? Kent Riley says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. He was all over the Arkham press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
How's business?
Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me with your talking.
Sorry.
Aye, I'm plenty sure you are.
It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in...
I never heard of no Burnham.
If I see you talking to the outsider, you'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
If I see you talking to the outsider, you'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Please, stop bothering me, stranger.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Just leave me be, stranger.
That way's blocked by a police line. It's a variety store, and it's closed. Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric order of Dagon. This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. It's the first national grocery store. These posters are everywhere. It won't budge. Evening, Constable.
Constantly, I'm busy. No time for talking to strangers.
I'm Detective Jack Walters. I've been hired by the regional manager of the First National.
And I'm Constable Burke, and I'm the law around these parts, and I'm still not talking to you. Now get lost. Move along outside.
If you could just answer a couple of questions.
I already told you once. Get lost before I have you arrested.
What the hell for?
Disrupting the peace.
I just want to know if you have any leads on the Burnham lad.
Nope, but I'm reckoning he's fled to Boston. Plenty of his type that way.
His type?
Troublemakers. Them's not respecting the law.
There's no proof he did anything wrong. If he had the keys, why break into his own store?
Just details. A missing manager in a robbed store makes him guilty by my reckoning.
I'd get more juice out of a stiff. It won't budge. The window's smashed. I can see what looks like an old darkroom. The door's bolted shut.
Stop! You can't come down there.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful. It's unlocked. Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest. The till's empty. Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood. It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle to get it open. It won't budge. It won't budge. The drawer is empty. Nothing of interest here. A typewriter, invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. It probably leads down.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
Nothing of interest. It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful. The cellar's filled with human remains. These people must have died a long time ago. The window is smashed, and I can see the back alley. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. Newspapers lay scattered in molding heaps. General notices. They're all dated 1846. General notices. They're all dated 1846. Holy shit! Can't see anything of use. Nope, nothing important here. From the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. It won't open.
Hello, Jack.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackey? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something. It won't open.
Don't tell him anything!
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't say as I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, Arsada.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What do you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm looking for a Brian Burnham. He works locally, in the First National grocery store.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
Constable Ropes.
What you after now?
You ever meet Brian Burnham?
I couldn't rightly say as I remember.
The burglarizing of the First National is big news in the Arkham press. The Burnham lad must be one of your prime suspects. Any luck tracing his whereabouts?
No. That'd be a matter for the Order.
The Order? Isn't this a matter for the police?
Yup. That too.
Who is the Order?
Them's that look after affairs there in Innsmouth. And you'd mind your business not to be asking too many questions.
Seems like the Burnham lad had some doll along for company on this little caper.
All sorts of nonsense and hearsay be gossip about such affairs.
But there was another robbery at Waite's Variety Store. That much is true?
That's for certain.
How did they break in?
Just down them there steps. Old Tom Waits had locked up for the night.
Right. Thanks. This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Stop pestering me, stranger.
It's the only building in Innsmouth that doesn't look like it's about to collapse. The normal-looking folk of this town are terrified of something. They just won't talk to me. It won't open. It won't budge. It's locked. It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store. It won't open.
With a good windpipe in early, in the tall and scalding smiles. Ah, my boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife, in the home of the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds its gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. Ha ha! Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok! That be my name. Though too few use it now. Zadok Allen!
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ear. Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here be a little something in gratitude that may help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumoring and anchoring in Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began, telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that would answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet, till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckoned out it being a riot. But I'd seen them. Swarms of them.
Look, old man. I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Oh, was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy of strangers if we were knowing what was good for them.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the Dock Street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy. It won't open. It's just an advertisement for the local Methodist church.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And is there anyone in Innsmouth who doesn't know my name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, you have to follow me. It's not wise to be seen talking to outsiders. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star. Hello, Mackie.
Jack, swell to see you again. Any leads on the Burnham case?
Nope. Did you know the lad at all?
Just pleasantries. Seemed a nice enough fella, if a little rough around the edges. Strange business, though. I'd never have fingered him as a crook. The First National was a well-run store, a rare thing here in Innsmouth.
Okay, Mackie. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack. Be careful what you're doing. Very careful. Innsmouth's a dangerous place. Not everyone who visits here ends up leaving by the old bus route.
This Mackie character knows plenty, but I don't think grilling him for scraps of information is going to crack this case. It won't budge.
Jack, we can't be seen talking together. What is it?
Why do you stay in Innsmouth, Rebecca?
My grandfather, John Lawrence, was editor of the Innsmouth Courier. He was murdered in the slaughter of 46. He had always despised the Marshes and their blasphemous doings, and it was he who led the party out to the reef that night. They arrested Captain Marsh and his order and tossed them in the old jailhouse. A few weeks later, my grandfather was dead. My father saw him die. Him and many others, burned alive in the Courier's basement.
All the more grounds to leave.
To leave would be to fail my own legacy. I have a duty to protect the good in Innsmouth, at least what little good remains.
She knows plenty, but I need to have a look around myself if I'm gonna crack this case. It won't budge. It's unlocked.
If I see you without fire, I'll report you to order.
I'll not say nothing.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
I can't be seen talking to you.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
I have a strange feeling I'm being watched. Do you need any help? Disease is rampant in this town. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Ken Riley says I know him.
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warrens. It's the entrance to the town poorhouse. It won't budge.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything. This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute. The old woman's dead. It won't open. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, outsider.
It's blocked. I can't go that way. It won't open. It won't open. Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work, and Mommy's upstairs, in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mommy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mommy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance. Nothing of interest. What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and Daddy.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and
It
Daddy.
won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture. The door's bolted shut. Looks like a diary. Nothing of interest here. It won't open. Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was copped by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It sounds less than blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
It's Ramona's coloring book. It won't budge. It won't budge.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah, I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca. gets unlocked. You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth. Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
Nothing of interest. I must have got something wrong. I must have got something wrong. That's not right. I must have made a mistake. That's not right. I must have made a mistake. I must have got something wrong. That's not right. It won't budge. It won't open. Nothing of interest here. That's not right. That's not right. I must have made a mistake. Yes, that's it. The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words, Book of Dagon. It's getting late. I'd better start making tracks. I don't much fancy spending the night in this hole. Did you hear about Thomas Waits?
Yep. Waits'll swing for that.
Did you hear about Thomas Waits?
I heard when the economy was caked in her blood.
Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric order of Dagon. It won't budge. Did you hear about Thomas Waits?
I heard when the economy was caked in her blood.
It's the only building in Innsmouth that doesn't look like it's about to collapse. Did you hear about Thomas Waits?
Waits killed his daughter. Don't go telling folks otherwise.
I should leave him alone. He's in no mood for talking. Do you have board for the night?
We've plenty on the top floor of the house. Nice views over the town, I'm told.
Great. That sounds just swell.
You all right there, sir? It's starting to look kind of funny there for a while. Face as white as bone and eyes as black as coal. Like you'd seen a ghost or something.
I'm fine, thanks. It's just the sea air around these parts. It makes me queasy.
The Innsmouth's breeze is not for your outsiders.
Charlie, can you come with me? I need to be telling you something. Perfectly.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
It's the key to the back office. It's unlocked. Can't see anything of use. There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. I wonder what secrets this book holds.
If you just follow me, sir, I'll show you to your lodgings. I heard there was a killing over at the old Waits house tonight. They reckon the old fool killed his own daughter. Caked head to toe in her blood, they says, and had to be dragged away, screaming and crying. I reckon there'll be a lynching for what he done. You're still looking pallid, sir. You're needing to have yourself some rest. Sleep well, and keep down the racket. Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
Nope, nothing important here. The room's cold enough without opening the window. The room's cold enough without opening the window. I see no reason to open it right now. It's late. I don't think it'd be wise to wake the other guests. An old wardrobe. Better. Not exactly safe, but the best I'm gonna get in this infernal town.